My name is, as we said, is Daniele. I'm connected from Italy at the moment, and I am director and co-director at Smart Structure Material. But before talking about the company, I prefer to start by sharing with you one of our applications. I mean, one of the possible applications of our technologies. I think it's going to be much more fun and interesting for all the people connected. So at first, this is just one vertical market, and it's that of industrial molding for the plastic industry. Let me show you a short video, please. Well, I think that's enough. What you see here, I'm using my cursor now. I have my cursor on it. Is a mold, an industrial mold, and each of these molds might have the cost. The cost is pretty interesting. It may be around 50,000 pounds, just to give you, an idea. And what are such kind of molds used for? Well, they are used in the industry of plastics, essentially, and they are used to generate a very specific specimen of plastics, like the one that I am showing you right now. This might be something like a couple of centimeters deep, okay? And if you put attention, you might see there are lots of details, very small details. Each of them, for example, the width here in the area that I'm highlighting, it might be less than 1 millimeter. So this is the industry of precision mechanics. And there are lots of complexity related to this kind of industry. If you have any questions, I think I can return back to this 3D representation of one of those molds. But let me share with you some information about that complexity. Essentially, that kind of molds is in this area, the one that I am showing you right now with my cursor, okay? That kind of molds, it's included in a much more complex machine where at a certain point in the production processes, we introduce grains of plastics and well, what type of plastics they might be, for example, ABS or polypropylene. And they are not just plain plastics. Generally, they are loaded with essentially glass fiber in most of the cases. Then they are pushed with a lot of pressure to reach, let's say, around 800 bars, high temperature, like 19 degrees. This chamber. Inside of this chamber, at that kind of temperature and pressure, this is where we have the mold cavity. This is where, we need to have the most of precision in generating that kind of molds, specimen we saw before, with that kind of precision. So what I mean is that there is a lot of strict constraints on the precision we are asked to respect on the final result, on the final product. I have a couple of pictures of that. Maybe I'm going to show you in the Q&A session, just to provide you with an insight of what is expected on what we do. And just to provide you with more details about the process, I took some note about that. Essentially, before being put inside of the process, such plastic need to be tried for about 3 hours, still at 90 degrees, of